I keep having actual ideas for videos, like I have a list of ideas, and then things happen and I get questions and I decide I'm gonna talk. And I would apologize, but Laura says that I'm not going to apologize, and that's why she loves me, and I can't afford to lose her love. So I thought I would give you an update on how the weekend of Flail went. First of all, we had the casual vacancy come out, and I got it, and it's right here. I'm only about 100 pages in because I haven't had a lot of time to read, but it's pretty good so far. She does a great job of having a lot of characters, and the book's really good so far, and I like it. The second thing to happen was seeing Perks of Being a Wallflower, and it was so good, and I cried. And I know I say I don't cry during movies, but apparently I do. The movie was pretty true to the book. It was written and directed by the author, Stephen Chbosky. I hope that's how you pronounce that. And so a lot of the stuff is still the same. They did cut out a lot of the sibling stuff, and they lowered kind of the importance of the teacher. That's about it that I noticed. And then thirdly, Doctor Who was not as bad as I was expecting. I didn't even cry. And unpopular opinion time, I didn't like the episode. I thought the plot was really lacking. I thought that they were kind of pushing the plot along for what they thought needed to happen rather than the other way around. So it felt like it didn't make sense. Like all the other companions when they left, they were either leaving because they were saving the world, or like they felt they needed to because of this has been building up. And this one was like, they all worked, and then it just felt so haphazard, and it also felt really rushed, and Rory didn't get a goodbye, and there's a lot of plot holes, to be honest. Like, if the Doctor and River didn't want Amy to go, they just had to keep staring at the angel. They didn't have to blink. And no one was looking at the giant Statue of Liberty angel that was never explained. When is the Statue of Liberty an angel? I guess. But I do love that Amy and Rory ended up together and how they ended up together. In response to Laura's question, I will defend Amy and Rory a little bit, I guess. I can't really bash Amy and the Doctor. I don't ship them. And I think the reason they're so easy to ship and it's so hard to really squash the ship, I think it's because Matt and Karen have so much natural chemistry because they're secretly married. I think that Rory's always been there for her, like, consistently, and that Amy really does always love him. She's known Rory. He's always been there for her, and I think that's actually really important for her. And I don't think that either of them are really controlling the relationship or anything. Like, a lot of the time, Amy's a very forceful person, and she'll be all Scottish and, you know, take charge. But sometimes Rory will be his Roman self, coming in to protect her, coming in to do this, you know. So I think they do share that in the relationship, and I don't think Rory is sexist, really. I don't see it. But thank you for not saying that Moffat is sexist, because that's a big pet peeve of mine when people confuse characters with writers. So we're gonna move on to Once Upon a Time. It was so good. It was perfect. The show was literally perfection, and there's nothing I would change about it at all. One more thing, I have started an outtakes channel called Those Internet Fails, which can be found there. I don't know how often it's going to be updated. I don't know how many of us are going to use it, but I know I have a lot of random weird outtakes that I don't have time for in my videos. Heather still has to give her opinions on Doctor Who because she didn't do that yet. And Becca, your question is, do you play any instruments? Okay, bye.